So AI is the talk of the town here at MWC. Talk to me about how AI is changing what networks are responsible for.
AI is fundamentally changing the traffic patterns in the network. It's no longer about downloading cat videos. It's about machines talking to machines, agents that are generating a high volume of traffic, super low latency. So the networks have to adapt for that new traffic pattern.
Anything to add?
A network's becoming the data supply chain.
Colin?
I think that service providers are also important. Adding to that we were talking about is also around making it incredibly resilient, because there's not going to be redos. These control systems are going to be running, and also we need to start to take considerations in like sovereignty as well.
Talk to me for a quick second about how these new network responsibilities change how the network actually has to be built.
Yeah, I think the network needs to have fundamentally net new capabilities in a world of AI. We know about extreme bandwidth and extreme low latency requirements, but interconnecting data centers, interconnecting clouds, this is where a lot of enterprises are pushing data back and forth between. I think there's the need for on-ramps for super fast connectivity to cloud, and then I think there's a need for programmability. We need to promote network to the world of compute and storage, just like it was during cloud.
Colin, do you have anything to add? I feel like you're network deep over at BT.
I might be network deep. First of all, I fundamentally agree with everything Kate said. I'll just take it a little bit further. First of all, I think the network is a prerequisite for the AI to work. And the thing that keeps Kate up at night, and certainly myself and others, is my network ready for AI? And what we're seeing is these sort of early signals in the network now that AI traffic will be genuinely different at different levels, whether it be asymmetric flows, where you have these new smart glasses that may be broadcasting upstream, through to swarms of agents deep in the network that are talking at a pace that normally the network equipment would like a person to take a breath. Whereas these agents are always talking. So you might have things that were originally in the data center, which we designed for, things like elephant flows. And so AI hasn't necessarily been launched out of the network, it's escaped. and it's out there. And now it's incumbent upon particularly network service providers to ensure that we invest for the future and design, and certainly Lumen and BT with our concept of our fabrics. Really, the wide area network, you're seeing AI agents talking to each other deep in the network, and you will need new security around east to west. And I think the WAN is the new LAN. The data center fabric has now sort of expanded out into there, and you need much more fine-grained control. You need deeper caches. You need that programmability from APIs that Kate was talking about, and you need brilliant observability, brilliant security, and you need a network that is fit for the future and ready for AI. And that's not just fixed, that's also mobile. And so it's going to be a really interesting time.
I mean, speaking of mobile, talk to me for a quick second about how AI can actually be used to deliver on everything we've been talking about, on what networks need to be for the future.
I think as things are moving forward with speed and scale and complexity of 5G, 6G, IoT, non-terrestrial network, things are becoming more and more complex. And doing it humanly is practically difficult, I should say impossible. And AI comes handy there actually. So with AI, you could build those pieces of a network to work in a self-optimized, in an autonomous manner. I think that's where the AI comes, because with huge data and complexity, humanly carrying on the same responsibilities will not give the desired result. And what I talked of the traffic on the network that we see today, almost 60% is an agent traffic. And what he talked of in terms of the programmability and low latency traffic, you need an AI to have those capabilities for you to go and deliver the performance level that is being talked of actually.
Okay. So rapid fire, in 30 seconds or less, tell me what the future network looks like from your perspective. Colin, you get to start.
We're going to have a global fabric and a UK fabric that is AI designed, AI driven and powered, and ready for AI to essentially unlock the capabilities, but also in a way to do it safe, secure, and ethically.
Okay. Kate?
I think the network is the digital supply chain for the AI economy. And that's what it looks like. That's why programmability is so essential.
I think you're going to see this huge movement around autonomous networking driven by AI, because it's critical for the networks to be run by AI to be able to support AI as an application end to end.
Self-optimized, self-capacity driven, and an autonomous network.
Right. That sounds like a great place to leave it. Thank you all so much.